All right, we're getting ready to start a 7-day trip into the Beartooth. So we're starting at Island Lake. I'm here. I got Zach and Jeff, and Jeff's pack weighs over 50 pounds. The scale didn't get up there to find out, but he's got a staff that'll kill anybody if he has to. Yeah, we're just gonna spend 7 days up here in the high country of the Beartooths and try to do some fishing. I set the camera up behind the stupid truck before we started, and the wind blew it over and has now busted my $700 brand new iPhone, but luckily it still worked. You guys excited?
Very excited.
What are you looking forward to the most?
Come on, camping, fishing, hiking. It's all
Getting
going to be awesome.
The whole thing. The only bad thing right now is we got smoke that's blown in from like California, and we're hoping in a day or two it'll blow out. It's not too bad. So we're gonna hit the trail and we'll see you in a little bit. It's the view from above our camp. So that's Becker Lake down there, the outlet stream from Albino down to Becker. So Albino is in Montana, Becker is in Wyoming. The state line is about halfway between the two. So we're in Montana now. Well, the wind that blew my tripod over and busted the screen has still been blowing pretty good all day. So now I'm afraid to set it down so we get selfie stick mode instead. Been a great day. We've made it here to Albino Lake, as you can see. Absolutely beautiful out here. We're gonna be going tomorrow up that way, up the saddle. Where to go? Up the saddle above Jasper Lake. Evidently they stocked this lake just a few weeks ago, and so all the fish are really, really small that they're catching. But we've talked to a game warden. He said they're a lot better up at Jasper, and was giving us real good advice. So looks like he thought this was a really good trip, so that's good. Weather's been great. The smoke is still around, but look, you can actually see a little bit of blue sky back there, so we're cautiously optimistic that it'll clear up. We did pretty close to about 7 miles today. Feeling fine. Packs are heavy, and you can tell the difference between the heavy packs. And Zach and Jeff have been fishing. Like I said, they've been catching little bitty tiny ones like the warden said we would. So I haven't been fishing. I've been trying to take pictures. Luckily, I chickened out and didn't bring my really heavy camera and forgot to bring my small camera, and so I just didn't bring any camera at all. And luckily Jeff brought old Canon Rebel, so gives me at least something to take pictures with. And we're here. It was pretty crowded hiking up here. We saw a lot of people, but once we got up here to Albino, just nothing. Everybody was going to Becker and turning around. There were a few people who'd come up here to Albino and turn around who were day hiking, but we've got Albino completely to ourselves, so can't beat that. And the warden said that's how it would be from here on out, so that's great. That's the way we want to see it. Hopefully my phone will keep working with its big, huge smashed screen, but hopefully I can get that fixed without spending $700. But yeah, we're gonna keep doing it. So this is the end of day 1. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Well, so we're on the morning of day 2. After we talked last night, Jeff had binoculars out, and he saw a herd of mountain goats across the lake. We were watching them, and then they saw us, and they just took off running and came straight over towards us. Then they stayed in our camp for hours. I mean, just hours, probably 5 or 6 hours at least. I mean, they were here. We went to sleep and kept waking up and hearing them. We kept trying to run them off, because I figured that they were going to try to lick everything we had sweated on, that they wanted the salt. And I didn't want them, munching on our shoulder straps of our backpacks or anything like that. So we tried to run them off, but they weren't having any of it. And there were 3 adults, I think, and 5 babies. And they wouldn't run off. They would run away and they'd circle us. They circled our camp probably 3 or 4 times. Finally, I just told the other 2 to go to bed, and I'd watch make sure. I said, I don't think they're going to do anything. They were just curious. And that's what they did. After the others went to bed, I sat in the dark and just watched them meander through camp. And they were eating grass, and they were right next to the tents, but they weren't bothering the tents or any of the gear in the foyers or anything. So I just went to sleep, and we had a good night. I mean, they sat around. Zach said he heard them till after midnight munching around. Jeff said he got worried when they finally went quiet, because then he was afraid a bear would come through and run them off. But no problems. I got kind of toasty warm at night. It was pretty warm. This morning it's a little nippy. The sun won't come up over the mountain up there, but so we're down in the shade, and a little breeze has come up on the lake. Zach is fishing. I've lost Jeff. So I'm not sure where he went. I haven't heard any yelling, so I'm sure we're fine. So we will fish here for a little bit, and then we're going to head up to Two Bits Lake. It's about 3 miles away, and that's where we're going to camp tonight, I believe, as long as we can find a campsite. And yeah, so great night, and hopefully we'll have another great day. We'll talk to you in a bit. Well, we just climbed up from Jasper, coming through here. There's Jeff. He lived. Just beautiful views, as you can see. It's a waterfall down there between those snow patches on the opposite side. Probably hard to see, but it's beautiful. Steep ascent to get up here.
Ramp up, fish me out with the Gandalf staff.
Come up like an ice cube. Holy crap. You are my hero. I feel good now.
There you go. Nice one. That one's bigger, isn't it?
No, freaking huge.
We're at the end of day 2. So it's Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. It's about, I don't know, 6:30, 7 o'clock. We're at Cloverleaf Lakes, and we're on the, I don't know, the second one. You can kind of see the lake, and way back there behind me, right up in there, you can see one of the other Cloverleaf Lakes. It's just beautiful. Zach and I are pitching our tents right here on a peninsula that juts out onto the lake. So that's really cool. We've left Jeff over to guard the peninsula. We just put all the food with him. We figured the bears would get him first. We only came 3 miles today. We changed the plan, obviously. We weren't supposed to be here, but we took it really easy, had a good time going cross country, ended up here. Zach caught 2 huge fish, and we got some pictures and video of that, and Jeff caught 1. And Zach has been teaching me how to fish with my tenkara rod, so learning is occurring, so that's good. But you can see just have this beautiful campsite and can't be beat. You can even see back behind me, back up in there, just beautiful. So other than fish and a few pika, I think that's about all the wildlife we've seen. Been a great hike. The weather's been good. It's still smoky, but not quite as bad. It's more, you can see it in the distance, but not quite as up close as it was earlier. So anyway, we'll call it a night. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, we're at the beginning of the day. What is today? 3? Day 3. Zach's putting his tent up. We have, look at this, smooth as glass of water, but not catching anything this morning. So yesterday was crazy. Zach and Jeff both caught some big ones. I caught my first one off a tenkara. It was small, maybe 6 inches. They were catching 12+ inch ones yesterday. Last night was fine. I got chilly. Zach got hot. So we were camped about 6 inches away from each other. So I don't know what happened. Now the sun's coming up. It's getting toasty. They're saying tonight's overnight low is 53. So that's going to be a warm day. Still no rain in the forecasts. And I don't know about you, but it looks like the smoke is clearing out a little bit better. Yeah, so we're all in good shape. I think Jeff's got a couple blisters we'll work on. I had a gnat or something fly to my eye this morning and screamed for about 10 minutes until Zach put some eye drops in it. And I screamed then too, but eventually I think I'm not going to die. But today we're going to try to make it up to the Sierra Creek drainage and camp at Castle Lake. Fish up there. But as you can see, just absolutely beautiful. We haven't seen anybody, didn't see anybody yesterday, didn't see anybody today, didn't see anybody yesterday at all. Hadn't seen anybody today yet. So had 2 lakes to ourselves in a row. Can't beat that. And so we'll go off and see how today goes. See if we don't melt. Talk to you later. Well, we've made it down to Martin Lake, as you can tell. I took the easy way. Jeff and Zach decided to take the hard way, and Jeff says he almost died how many times? 15 times. But did you die at all?
A little bit.
A little bit inside. All right. So we're down at Martin. We're going to loop around the side here and then go up that little saddle over to Green. Hopefully there will be a path. And then we're gonna head up Sierra Creek. Been a real good day. We did some fishing down at Rachel Lake. They were catching brook trout like there was no tomorrow. And Zach even cooked a couple. Tasted really good. So we're having a good day. Looked like smoke has blown in more, which is confusing because last night it was looking really nice. So I'm hoping it doesn't kill our view at Sierra Creek. But we'll keep trucking on. You say something. Yeah, you look pretty. Is that all you wanted to look and see if you look pretty? We're at, where are we at? Castle Lake. We made it up the Sierra Creek drainage. That's Castle Lake behind me. The Sierra Creek is back there behind me also. It's really, really pretty up here. This is the morning of, we're on day 4? 4, yes. Yeah, we're on the morning of day 4. We didn't do a video last night because it stormed on us 3 times after we got into camp. There was a 0% chance of rain and it rained on us 3 times. It rained pretty good. One of those was a pretty good lightning storm. It didn't last, the lightning didn't last long, but the first one was a really good wind storm. The wind was good. And it hit us just as we were trying to eat dinner. And so we saw it coming and had to pack everything up and hang it up. Or I don't think we hung it. We packed it up and brought it back here with us and waited the storm out, then went and ate again. And as soon as we finished, it started up again and just kept hitting us. So we had 3 storms hit us. So yesterday was good. We, Zach, you had some good fishing down at, was it Rachel after we left Cloverleaf?
Yep, caught some brook trout.
Went to Rachel, caught some brook trout, cooked those. Yeah, had that for lunch. That was good. I don't like fish, but Zach cooked up in a pot and it tasted really good. And I think, Jeff, you thought you enjoyed that because of what? You caught a whole bunch of fish, or?
A lot.
Yeah. Do you remember how many you caught at Rachel?
I don't know. You? There's a bunch. I mean, they were just coming in and out.
Yeah, those little brook trout were just pretty much jumping out of the water trying to catch these the flies. And then we kept descending. We descended from there, I think, to Martin Lake, and had a bit of a. It was a bit sketchy. I found a good way down, and these two didn't follow me, and they took a really sketchy way through a rock hopping canyon. I went a little bit above it, and it was an easier descent. And then we hooked up. We went around Martin, and then we took a cross-country route through a drainage down to Green Lake, and that was a lot of fun. Just a lot of kind of micro route finding, trying to get through the woods. By then, we were dropping back down in the tree line, so we're getting around down trees and stuff. And we made it to Green, and then we found the route from Green that brought us up here to Sierra Creek. We almost got us lost at Lake Somerville and made us go to Somerville instead of Castle. And then I looked at the GPS and figured it out. And some rock hopping to get up here to Castle, but it's absolutely beautiful. And that was yesterday. I think after that we rained on us. We climbed in our tents and went to sleep. And I think Jeff finally slept like 9 hours last night. Oh, you were snoring by 9 o'clock p.m. and we're still snoring at 6 a.m. So I may be an English major, but that's 9 hours. And we got up this morning. We're taking it easy. We're going to spend a second night at the same spot, and so we're relaxed today. We got up, ate, and fished, and I caught several. Jeff says he's caught probably over 20 this morning, and I don't know, Zach, what do you think?
I don't have a number.
A lot? I mean, they're running, what, 6 to 10 inches, something like that, about the length of them?
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. We saw a river otter out in the lake just a minute ago, and that was nice. We saw 2 people this morning come down out of the Sierra Creek. So they've been further up the drainage. Don't know where they came from because they went on the opposite side of the lake to keep on going. So we didn't get a chance to talk to them. But it's a beautiful campsite. You know, as you can see, it's in the trees more. We got some cover. I think it was being up above tree line, I think, is prettier. But boy, I'm sure glad we weren't above tree line when those storms hit yesterday. So we're gonna stay here tonight. We'll talk to you later. He's done running. All right, it's the evening of day 4. Is that where we are? It's Tuesday. Is it Tuesday evening? You know, we said we stayed at the same campsite 2 nights. Here we are at the same campsite. Been a great day. We've just relaxed. It's rained on us a couple times, which gave us an opportunity to take a nap in the middle of the day, so that was nice. Did some fishing. You guys, fishing went good. And they caught so many they haven't been able to keep count. So it's been a great day. We've all recovered. I think we all feel a whole lot better. We kind of needed a day off. And tomorrow we're not going to fish in the morning. We're going to get up and head to Hidden Lake, which supposedly
Hopefully we can find it.
hopefully we can find it. It's on the map. My phone's only got like 5 breaks on it. We'll be fine. And It's about 5 miles away, and so hopefully we'll be able to make that, and it should be mostly on trail once we get past this lake. And that's it. So anything else you guys want to add? Anything that happened today?
Yeah, good fishing times.
I did walk. Zach walked up past back behind us at the end of the lake. There's a small lake up that way, and there's real good views up to the mountains. And I walked up there just a little bit ago, and it is just awesome views. Anything else you guys want to add? Just peace.
Backpacking, camping, fishing doesn't get any better.
Nope, doesn't get any better than this. Jeff,
Milkshake.
Jeff wants a milkshake. Other than that,
Milkshake, cheeseburger.
cheeseburger. What were you saying earlier? The fishing with the cheeseburger, acting funny on the. It's a great analogy for fishing. But anyway, I think that's about it. So we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's the morning of day 5. It's Wednesday, August 26th. We're just packing up, getting ready to head out. We're going to head to Hidden Lake for today. It's about 5 miles away. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning right now, so we're getting a little bit of an early start. It rained on us a little last night, but not too much. Got kind of windy, like we got in our tent, so all of a sudden just this huge gush of wind came through, rained for a few minutes, and then stopped, cleared up. And you can see we finally got some blue skies. I think the smoke has finally given us a little relief. I could smell it a little last night, but it's nice and pretty today. We've got some good condensation in our tent, so we're still trying to dry that out. And I think we had a deer come through the camp last night. Stayed here for hours. Zach finally got up like at 2 in the morning and ran it off. Looks like it was licking at where we've peed again, just like the mountain goats were. I keep saying that I think that the animals out here are going, these stupid people keep throwing out all their salt. But yeah, they really like eating around and trying to find where we've peed and licking that up. So good on them. I think we're about ready to go. We got 5 miles, pretty easy day. Should be mostly on trail once we get out of this lake, and be a good day. And hopefully Jeff can find him some big fish to catch for tonight. And I think that's about it. So we'll talk to you later. Good morning. It's Thursday, August 27th, 2020. We forgot to talk last night. We had hiked up to Hidden Lake and fished. We were hoping to find some golden trout, but all the guys caught were cutthroats. But Zach caught about a truckload of them, so had a lot. But the campsite kind of made us squeamish. I wasn't really comfortable. It seemed like people had not taken real good care of it. So we hiked out. We came down to this lake, which I had marked on my map from a previous trip as a good campsite, and it was not a good campsite. So that's kind of crappy. So we're out here in this big, huge meadow. As you can see from what I'm wearing, it started raining, and it started about 1 a.m., 1:15, around in there, and it has not let up, and it's about 8 o'clock now, and we've just never seen it like that. And it's just been raining nonstop. It lightning falling us a little bit, so we got up in the morning, and so we weren't real sure how bad of a storm it would be. It wasn't bad, so we got back in, but then it just kept raining. We're out here in this meadow, so all the water's just hitting us. And it rained all night. I swear, I think I'm running on about 3 hours of sleep. But it's just now broken for the first time, and we're cautiously optimistic, but everything's packed up wet, of course, and we're gonna hike out. And Jeff and I are leaving today for sure. Zach is still a little up in the air, so we'll see how that goes. But it's been a phenomenal trip. The crappy thing is, our very last night, we camped in the worst campsite of the entire trip, and it rains on us all night. But I don't think that erases the rest of the trip. Wallfield, what do you think? You had a good trip? He's dying of hantavirus or something, but he can't talk. Tell us about it. You enjoyed the trip?
Awesome trip. Great fishing, beautiful scenery, crappy weather today.
Yeah, but at least we probably won't burn up on our hike out. And Zachary, what about you?
It has been an excellent trip.
Yeah,
The
look.
weather's, you know, type 2 fun.
Yeah, there's the
We
sun.
awesome once we survive.
You know, I think we've only had one calm night.
We had, our first night we had the mountain goats that harassed us all night. The next night,
Second night was okay.
second night,
Third night was the mule deer.
well, we're at Cloverleaf the second night, where Zach was afraid we were going to get hantavirus from mouse droppings, but we're pretty sure they were not
And
mouse
I
droppings.
Yeah, nesting around my tent.
Then the third night was okay.
Third night was good.
Well, we had rain that day, but not much. Then the fourth night we had a deer mess around our tent all night. And then the fifth night was last night, where it just rained on us all night.
Dodging lightning bolts.
Yeah. So this is day 6, and we're leaving. We'd originally planned for 7 days, but then I mentioned to Jeff that they had steak at the Soda Butte Lodge, and that was all she took. And so we're going that way. We got a room tonight in Cook City. Hopefully the highway hasn't washed out from all this rain, and we'll be able to get there. Anyway, so we'll call it good till we get back, and we'll hopefully we'll make it back. We got about 8.5, 9 miles to go, and then we'll be there. So we'll talk to you later. All right, we made it back to the trailhead. The end of day 6. It's Thursday, August 27th. The day started out pretty crappy. It rained on us all night. Then we got up this morning. It was raining, and all of our tent and all of our rain gear, everything's wet. Backpacks, everything's soaked. Made it heavier than we wanted it to be. We did about 9 miles coming out, and you can see we lost one, so like a 33% attrition rate. Actually, Zach decided he wanted to stay out another night. Jeff and I are smarter than that, so we're gonna go get a hotel tonight and get a steak. Woohoo! That's the plan. That's what's been keeping him going for 2 days now. But yeah, after the weather was so crappy this morning, it cleared up, and now it's beautiful. So Jeff, tell us what you thought about it.
Awesome trip, beautiful views, great time.
Yeah, what was the best part, you think?
The fishing.
Fishing?
Love the fishing.
Yeah.
Fishing was phenomenal. Fly fishing was awesome.
Yep. So awesome trip. Feel good. I think I may have to give Jeff like an adrenaline shot later to get him out of go eat dinner, or just maybe wave a steak in front of his face. But really awesome trip. We'll pick Zach up in the morning, and then we'll start driving back to Alabama. So we'll talk to you later. Holy cow! Look at this hailstorm. We just made it to the hotel, literally maybe 15 minutes ago. Oh my gosh, I hope that Zach's not in this. Oh, that is all ice. I've never seen a hailstorm like that. That is insane.